the world. Zimbabwe, in Namibia, Brooklyn.
Thanks, Violet. Very nice. I don't want you to give me any more kisses. No more kisses, okay?
The light.
Yes, Molly. That's all, folks.
Tonight, take your order.
Yeah. I had American breakfast, pancakes, and the turkey bacon.
How would you like your eggs?
Anyway, scrambled. Anyway.
You want orange juice?
Just whatever. If it comes with it.
No problem. And what can I get for you, sir?
I'm gonna have the exact same thing.
Okay. Sir, what would you like?
Same thing.
You got me, cats.
I'll get it.
Let me guess. The same thing.
Yeah, you guessed it.
I'll. Oh, God.
Hey. Maybe it was personal.
Fix that gun. Let's get a look on it. Got it. Have you ever learned how to dress yourself? Yes, I have, and I apologize. It's a We are not friends. That goes for all of you.
Who am I? My name is Kevin Wayne Newsom. I am currently a graphic design major at Blinn College in Bryan. This semester was the first time back taking college courses since I received my associates back in 2013, 10 years ago. Since then, I have been on quite a journey, a lot of firsts, a lot of lost, a lot of heartbreak, a lot of painful experience, a lot of just trying to make it one day at a time. I have always had battles with depression, anxiety, self isolation, insecurities, feelings of fears, and all the emotions that come along with being a human being. I want to continue my education because I have been in a little bit better mental space because I have been addressing my mental health issue, and I look out into this big world, and all that comes to mind is that I know I can do a lot better job than these folks that be running things. The world is waiting for me to contribute my gift that was given to me to give back to the world. This is for the stutterer, created by a stutterer, cause only a stutterer truly understands the whole truth. No matter how small you are up close, you look big. No matter how big you are from afar, you look small. No, it's good. All right, and can y'all say your names?
My name is Glennis Newsom.
And mine is Kenneth Newsom Sr.
We're the parents of Kevin Newsom,
Yes, we are.
student at Bland College.
Okay.
And proud of him.
Yeah. Okay. And can you answer a few questions?
Yes.
Okay. And how was it like to have a child with a speech impediment? You know.
Well, in the beginning, you really don't know until they go to school. You know, then they tell them they have to go to speech therapy and all this here. And then as you grow up, you understand a little bit more. But it's still my child. I didn't treat him any different than my other 3 kids.
Like, is it like something like the special things, you know, after you have to do, like me, like for school and stuff like that?
Well, you went to speech therapy from the time you was what, 4?
Since I started school until the end of high school.
You started school at 4.
And then, so that's it.
And then after high school and stuff, you realize it a little bit more. And then we went to see like a speech therapist, and they told you some things to do, Like they gave you the, remember that thing they gave you to use in your ear?
Yeah, but that stuff don't work, from my experience. But it's folks that think that they can change stuff, but it's not. All right. Appreciate that. Thank you for being fine. All right. Now can I ask you a few questions? Or
Yes, sir.
just a question. This my dad right there, and he has a speech impediment too. It comes from him. So, like, can you tell me, your experience, with having a stutter?
As I was coming up, I had a hard time studying real bad. I used to stump my feet, hit myself in in my thighs, but as I got older and I went to work and stuff, I started growing out of it, and then one guy told me, you're gonna make a good salesman. And I asked him why, why would you? I say something like that there. He said because people is gonna stop to see what you're trying to say, And then after then, I went to work at the hardware store, and not only my speech problem, I had a bad problem chewing my nails. And then once I started at the hardware store, I I found myself talking more to my customers, and I learned how to control my speech by not taking in so much air as I started to speak, and 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 also during that time, I found out that I had stopped biting my nails, and that kind of caught my attention, and ever since then, I haven't been paying no mind to my stuttering. I just talk a lot now.
Hold on, can I ask you a question? You said folks stop and play close attention to what you say. For me, like that is not my experience. Like I experienced that, but like I have experienced a whole bunch of people like going impatient with me. Like if I'm trying to say something, like they probably may jump in front of me and try and finish my sentence, but that's people think that's helpful, but actually that's very disrespectful.
And you know why?
And stuff like that
because
too.
they don't understand it.
Yeah.
And now it's a whole lot more information out about stuttering.
Yeah.
To get people to understand it.
And from what I see, it's people who do actually stutter is trying to get that information. Because before that, people who assume, like the speech therapist I went to, and folks like just who say stupid comments, they think they're being helpful or something, but actually it's just being rude and disrespectful.
It's hurtful.
People who experience the experience have to teach about what's actually going on with it.
All your videos you send when you're doing your presentation.
Yeah.
And I look at you stand up there, I'm like, look at him.
Yeah.
He stand up there in front of people talking.
Yeah.
They listening.
Yeah.
A lot more people understanding about stuttering.
Yeah.
And they understanding that you have to give respect for that.
It's same time it comes with age. I coming up it was like challenging and hard, and I didn't speak a lot, but now because mature, it comes with the process of maturing. You understand how to you experience some things, but at least I said I survived that. But now let me put that into my work. You know.
And just like I said, they didn't understand it a whole lot.
But it's no excuse for them to
Well,
it's no excuse.
No, it's not.
I'm
Like I
just trying to
said,
hold
you
people
was,
accountable because that's how change happens.
when they see you,
Sorry, I cut you. Okay.
yeah. I'm just saying because I remember they used to try to get you, try to breathe some kind of way.
Yeah, none of that stuff
And then
works.
they try to put cotton in your ears, and
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah.
people really didn't understand. Just
Yeah.
like Kenan,
Yeah.
they had no understanding of that
Yeah,
when
you
he
know,
was coming up.
Yeah.
No understanding.
you know, and also I have met folks that talks normal, but when they get around
You're fluent and stuff.
me, come to find out they have a little speech problem too. You know, it kind of comes out as they talk to me. You know,
That's strange how that happens.
Yeah.
It's strange. It's like because I spoke with some people who say that they have a speech impediment and they start talking. I'm like I don't hear nothing. It's like me and you. I don't know how the story how come you got a speech impediment is because of what?
both of my parents.
Yeah, did you know?
Parents, they each started off stuttering.
Mm-hmm.
They
But-
started off stuttering.
Yeah,
A
You
whole
didn't
bunch
know
of
that about
people.
your grandma, did
No,
you?
at first the way he said it, I'm thinking that she stuttered.
But then, you don't know that KK started out stuttering too.
Yeah, so like I said, it's a whole bunch of people who start off with speech impediments, but then they grow out
Grow
of
of
it.
it.
But it is a percentage of people who do it throughout the whole life.
you know, and I got a double dose of it.
Yeah.
You know, and you got a whole lot of me in you. But that's why you study.
Wait a minute, explain your kids like y'all got 4. Explain like you got 4 kids, and out of your 4 kids, it's just me.
No, you don't know, but
No, who like I said, like grew out of it, but who actually stutters?
you.
Yeah, me. So you know,
But let me
the
tell you
chance.
about him.
I mean, it's not. It's
And
good.
me too.
Yeah.
KK started out stuttering. She grew out of it. Lil didn't talk in school. I had to go have conferences with her all the time. And when they would ask her questions and stuff,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, when the teacher would ask questions, she would
And
never
who she
raise her
talking
hand.
about? That's that second child right there. I'm 4. I'm number 4.
She just stared at them and talk. But when they called on her, she always knew the answer.
Yeah.
She wouldn't talk. And like Kenna,
Mm-hmm.
he would say the word. He would say the first part of the word at the end. Like instead of saying candy, he would say
Andy.
Andy. Yeah. So he grew out of it.
Yeah. But me, you know, I'm like how
32.
and so that means it's gonna, you know, but like I'm a part of that certain percent of people who start, you know, and like I think it's time for some more people to step up and to start creating content, you know, or, you know, that has something to do, like people who actually start, you know, step up, you know.
You know, but Kevin, you know, but you can kind of do more research.
He does do a lot of research.
And a whole bunch of stuff I find is just a bunch of fake stuff. People like who don't stutter, you know, like the truest things I found out about like this stuff is the experience of people who actually stutter. Like it's groups of people, you know, like on Facebook groups. Like that too, you know, like right there is the truth. The other people, these so-called speech,
Impediment.
speech, pathologists, you know, who say who think they understand, like that's not the truth. You know, the truth is in the experience.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
You know your big binders of quotes.
Yeah.
Don't you got 2 that you did on stuttering?
Yeah, I got a whole bunch of stuff.
You did on stuttering.
Yeah.
I just thought about that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where them binders at?
I got a binder in there, and I got a whole bunch of binders in there.
It's about 8 or 10 of them, man.
You know, I have 10 chapters, 10 volumes of quotes.
Like I said, it's just like it's more information out there now. Cause like when Your dad's 65. When he was coming out, they didn't know what the heck was
He was
going
born in
on.
1958,
They didn't
and
know
she
what
was
the
born
heck
in
was going on.
1963.
So,
Yeah. So, all right. Thank y'all. Did you have something to add to that to finish it up?
My son, he tries hard. He got the will to learn. Uh, he got the will to look into this your problem.
It's
You
not an
know,
it's not a
issue.
person. It's called a disability,
It's
actually.
called a speech impediment.
Yeah.
It's called it's fluent speech,
Yeah.
and that's all. It's not no problem.
And just
And
like
that's how you see it. That's you.
and just like they let you fill up papers and stuff out of school
Mhm.
and the disability thing.
Yeah. That was the first time.
That's like if anybody discriminated against you for that, it's I ain't gonna say it on camera, but
No, go ahead.
it's worth a
Go ahead.
lawsuit. That's why they had you fill those papers out.
Yeah.
Because it's a disability act.
Yeah, and right there is the first time, because before I did that, I would have said somebody needs some kind of help. These folks would stare me like I'm crazy, but now people are a lot more understanding.
That's what I'm saying. There's more information out
But
there about it.
yeah, at the same time, that's good. But at the same time, people need to be held accountable.
But you don't know that they didn't consider it as a disability first, but people fought to put that in the Disability Act.
People are so evil.
A speech impediment.
People are so evil.
Come on now. All right, Kev. Anything else?
So that's it.
That's it.
And that's it.
That's it.
All right. Thank y'all for helping me finish my project. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank y'all.
All right.
Glad to help.
And these are the do's and don'ts of how to treat a person with a stutter. Here are the do's. Be patient and understanding. Let them finish what they have to say. Take them seriously as speakers and as human beings. You have to understand, if you feel intolerant and can't handle the fact that there are disfluent speakers and you feel rejectful and freaked out by that, then the most important thing that you need to understand, that is you, and you need to calm down and show other people respect. Treat them with dignity and respect, no matter the person, the color, the gender, the background, the situation, etc. Always treat people how you would want to get treated. And most importantly, all offenders or people who stutter will be held accountable for their actions, and they will be brought to justice. And here are the sounds of stuttering. Don't jump in front of a stutterer in a moment of fluency, because you think you know what they are attempting to say. That is extremely disrespectful. That happens to me all the time, man. I can't stand it. So stop. Don't try and justify why stutterers deserve to be treated
definitely. All right, and just because, well, don't assume just because somebody stuttered mean that they forgot what they was about to say, or lying about something, mm, or that say are mentally challenged in some type of way, or anything like that. Just because somebody stutters, don't mean, like, like, you, you know, stuttering is not a bad thing. Society say that, if you stutter, that means it's a mistake in how you speak. Actually, it's not. You know, I have a speech impediment, and a lot of people have a speech impediment, and just because you are just fluent in the type of way, don't mean, that you are less of a human being than somebody who does speak fluency. Society stands are is really, insane. I don't, that makes sense. Okay, and don't deny stutterers positions of leadership, or public visibility in the workplace. And something else, there has to be more laws in place that protects the um human rights of all stutterers, especially black stutterers. The reason why I said that is because out of all the seven types of stutterers, you know, black stutterers are treated by the absolute worst standards. That's very true. I have experienced, some extremely hurtful, dehumanizing things, and I think, that, that's not right. It's time to change some stuff. All right. What does it feel like to stutter? Only a stutterer truly understands what it feels like to have the way of speak commonly known as a stutter. As a stutterer myself, I feel so extremely misunderstood. For a lot of people, speaking is a simple task. For me, a stutterer, speaking is a extremely intricate and mentally and physically exhausting roller coaster ride of an experience. That's true. Just for saying that, I just feel like if it's like almost like exercise. It's like tiring. It's crazy, but it is what it is.
know, you know, I think I have a bad habit that like I'm trying to stop. Like when I'm having a conversation with somebody, I don't look at the person. Like I look up or I look down or I even like close my eyes because like it's like it can be awkward, in the facial expressions that come from people as they see me, stuttering. It's like I'm just trying to say what I'm trying to say, and then I'm trying to move on. But like you have to look a person in the eye. I don't care. If you're a fluent speaker or this fluent speaker. If you can't make contact with somebody, something wrong. You know. Um. Growing up, it was just so inconsistent. For me. It's no such thing as perfect, but for me it was just it was just too much inconsistency to where I can say this today that it was a problem. Sometimes it affects you. When something happens to you, it's gonna stay with you your whole life, and and it was just so awkward and inconsistent. I just say it like that. School was very, challenging, for me. I wasn't getting the attention, like the attention that I needed to have because, like, so many of my teachers, I can see this today that, like, you know, teachers don't care. Like, like I only met a few teachers that actually, was was a great teacher, something like that, too, and hopefully, after I get done with school, hopefully I can help some folks out too, as a teacher, So, as a child, I pretty much kept to myself. Really, I had, I was afraid of the rejection. I received so much of it. I never was being taken seriously as a speaker. I just stopped trying. I just stick to myself. If somebody want to associate with me, then they came to me. I don't think I ever started a conversation with anybody. I think if I start talking because you know I was, it was just I had to survive. I just had to kind of cut it off, because I didn't know how to understand it, but I just knew I had to, like until today. I think it's not as much of a challenge, but coming up, it's really hard for a child, start, especially if the right people and ain't leading that child, then it's gonna be especially hard. Like the 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 journey to find yourself. It's challenging. But for a person like with stutter and you know, it's kind of even more challenging because because of uh ignorance of society. I always trying to tell you, who you are, and so, you know, only you can tell yourself who you is. But first, you have to understand that you are a power to do that. So like today, just like I said, like at this point, I feel like I started to believe my own power and my own purpose, and then and now I understand that it starts with self love. When you come into the world, all you truly have for yourself, and the only thing that like you truly earn is the stuff that you leave behind.